Hi YouTube, it's Kaiger 132 up today with another game review. As promised, today we are reviewing a game called Akai Katana. Now right off the bat, you look at this game and you think, okay, it's called Akai Katana, you've got two Japanese people there on the front, anime inspired. You're thinking, okay, this is going to be some sort of JRPG or one of those, Japanese novel games, but it's not. This game is furthest from it. It's a shooter game, actually, surprisingly. It's got nothing, not a shooter as in Call of Duty first person shooter or third person shooter. Shooter as in, one of the sort of classic side scrolling shooters like Life Force or R-Type or something like that, Sylphied. It's a shooter. Now, being an avid fan of shooters, I do love a shooter every now and then. 1942 is probably my favourite. This game sort of right off the bat, this game reminds me of another game another shooter game similar to this, Death Smiles, which I will do a review on at a later date. Now, currently playing this game. This won't be a long review because there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to this game. Now, story in this game, it don't really have a story. It has a sort of mini, I wouldn't say cutscene, but at the start and at the end. Well, not really at the start, but mainly at the end. Sort of, it's a game that if you're looking for a story, this game really don't have one. It's all gameplay. Now, that being said, is the gameplay good? Now, before we get into gameplay, we've got to go through the standard things, graphics. Now, this game has some pretty good graphics. It's all rendered sort of 2D, 3D style graphics. It is done in HD as well, which is really nice. It's quite, as the word would say, what's the word? Seizure inducing. There's a lot going on at once on the screen, lots of explosions, lots of bullets all over the place, and it can get pretty seizure inducing. Now, that being said, is it bad? Are the graphics bad? No, they're pretty good graphics. The artwork in this is pretty well done, and it looks quite nice as well. The sounds are pretty good as well. There's no English voice acting in this. It's all Japanese. There's no subtitles either, but then again, they're not really no cutscenes, so you don't really need to worry about that. It does have some pretty good music in this game, actually, sort of Japanese, sort of classic Japanese style music mixed with some rock in there as well. So it's pretty cool. The music and the sounds are pretty good in this game. Now, as for the gameplay, like I said, it's a bullet hell shooter. Now, this game is incredibly challenging, but it is lenient because you do have unlimited continues. But one hit and your character's dead. You have 3 lives, 1 hit, you're dead. After your 3 lives are gone, you get continues, but you do have unlimited continues. Although there are achievements for completing the game without using any lives continues, which I don't see how that's possible. But yeah. This doesn't really sort of, it's sort of one of those games where there's so much going on the screen at once. It's kind of hard to not die in this game. You have to be a boss shooters to play this game and not die at least. Although unlimited continues, so there's no excuse. There's 3 modes in this game. Origin, climax, and slash mode. I'm assuming they're all the same sort of thing. I've only really played the origin mode. I'm assuming the only difference is possibly maybe a different sort of story in there. I guess this game, I will say something about this game. This game makes you look overpowered because when you start, your ship plane just has so many bullets going out all over at once. You think you're so overpowered, but you'd find out that you're extremely weak in this game. You have your 3 modes of attack. You have your normal attack. Pressing X will put you into phantom form, which will give you a shield to deflect bullets and a stronger attack. And of course, you have your bomb, which destroys everything on the screen. This game's about maybe an hour long in each campaign. There's 3 characters as well in this game. each with their own sort of playing and different abilities. So, you know, it's not the biggest game in the world, but it's one of those Japanese sort of shooter arcade games where it's not really meant to be played and have an extremely long story. It's just a game that you'll play maybe for an hour or so and then, you know, get points and that sort of thing, or just play it and then move on to the next game, or play it and then, you know, if it's a good time waster actually. If you've got to go out in maybe an hour or two and you don't know what to do, you can put this game in and just have a go on it for about an hour or two. You can complete the game, pretty simple. You know, it does have boss fights in this game. All the boss fights seem to be just people. I don't know why this game's called Akai Katana. You don't really use a katana. I know those katanas mean something else in this game, but at the end of the day, this game could have been called something stupid like Plain Destruction Chaos or something stupid like that. I don't fucking know. But this won't be a long review because it's not a game that I'm going to talk a lot about. It's a mini review, I guess. Replayability. This game does have a lot of replayability. Like I said, it's one of those games you just put in, play it, and you know, you don't really care for it. There's not a lot of it's not one of those games you need to be like, it's not like a story-based game like Skyrim or something like that, where you need to put lots and lots of hours into it to enjoy it. It's one of those games, you put it in, play it, move on, which isn't a bad thing, but at the end of the day, this game is one of those Japanese shooters. There's quite a few Japanese shooters on the Xbox 360. I think there's about 7 or so that you can buy on disc. I think 4 of them did come out in Europe. The other ones you have to import, but I believe they're all region free as well. So Akai Katana, what can I say about this game? It's a fun game. It has lots of things to destroy, lots of explosions. It's not the worst shooter out there. There are worse shooters, but it's not the best. It's one of those games that it doesn't piss you off because you die loads of times, but it makes you think, how the fuck is anyone meant to complete the game without continuing? I don't fucking know, but Akai Katana, not the worst game in the world. I'd go so far as to give this game, I'd give this game a 7.5 out of 10, because the graphics are pretty good, the music and the sounds are pretty well done as well. The gameplay's fun, but it's not as good as Death Smiles, which is another one that I did enjoy. It does have some annoying moments, well, not really annoying moments, but it just sort of makes you, like I said, makes you think, how the fuck is anyone supposed to do this without continuing? But anyway, so this has been a little mini review on Akai Katana. Sorry it's not the longest review. I don't really have a lot to say about this game because, like I said, it's not a long game and there's not lots of things to go in detail about. I'll possibly do a gameplay video on this one day to show you what sort of style game this is. This game is currently, today I believe, it's currently on offer. I don't know how much it is on the Xbox store, but it's currently on offer on the Xbox store. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. But you can get this game for about a $5. I got it for $4.99 in game, which is pretty good. And the box is in great condition as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more mode on this with the second character, so I've got the achievement for completing the game of character 1, 2, and 3. So, and then I'm gonna go on to my next game, which is Alan Wake, which I will have more to say on once I've got further in that game. And when I've got further in that game, there'll be a review on that game as well. So, for the most part, the videos will be through the next few weeks. Will mainly be game reviews, possibly vlogs, but I don't really have a lot to say in vlogs. So yeah, this has been a small little review, a mini review if you want to call it that, of Akai Katana, a Japanese style shooter that's pretty fun but not the best one out there. If you want to check this game out, go ahead. I'd recommend it if you like shooters or just want to have a little time waster. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. It's relatively cheap. One of the cheaper games. You can get this game pretty much anywhere. You can buy it online pretty cheap as well. But yeah, Akai Katana on the Xbox 360. It might be on PS3 and PC. I'm not sure. But if you want to check it out, go ahead. So anyway, it's been a review. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see any more game reviews on the way, there will be more. If there's any game in particular you want me to review, let me know and I'll try and get on that. So anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll probably be another game review. Thanks for watching.